you've been massive in the Asian MMA scene, even for MMAR on a pirate ship in Phuket.
Yeah.
And you came up in MIMMA as well, Malaysian Invasion. Legend alumni, fought in Rizin. Asian MMA has been a huge part of your career and kind of launched you onto the UFC. So can you tell us a little bit about what that was like those days in Malaysia, fighting in Thailand and in China as well, and how important that was in shaping you?
It was definitely one of the reasons why I'm in the UFC, and I'm not overwhelmed by the level of talent and the platform. Fighting so frequently and in so many different places, it really got me ready for what was to come. Fighting on a cruise ship, no one really can say that they fought on the first ever MMA promotion on water. And then it was in Phuket as well from Malaysia. They went overnight into Phuket, and then the fights were put on when the boat wasn't moving, so you don't have to fight to the conditions of a swell or anything. The boat was stopped. But that was awesome, getting a knockout in 12 seconds in front of my friends that train in Tiger Muay Thai. I've fought in 13 different countries now, so I've definitely racked up a lot of air points, and fought on a lot of big promotions. But these are something that I take into the UFC now. Having fought this many times, only being 26 years old, fighting Tyson Nam. He's got a similar record to me, but 10 years older. So that kind of just shows that I've been putting in work for a long time now, and just embrace the full lifestyle. When I was training at a Tiger, great opportunity for me to kind of hone into my craft and just learn from the best. The Thais that train Muay Thai, that if you want to get your stand up to a certain level, that's the place to go. And then coming over to City Kickboxing, they really fine tune all the little details that I guess in Muay Thai you miss, but then applying it into MMA, it's very crucial, and that makes all the difference. It's all about that 1% in the UFC, and you're fighting the world's best, so you need to make sure that you're always limiting the gap between your competitors.
MMA is still very much growing in places like Malaysia and Thailand. You see Loma now, first ever Thai fighter in the UFC on this card out of Tiger. There's never been a UFC in Thailand. There's never been an event in Malaysia either. Is that something that would interest you down the line, kind of a little bit of a homecoming, given your MIMMA background as well in those countries, and do you keep an eye on it?
Yeah, I definitely see, the local talent coming out of Asia, and I'm all for it as well. I've definitely got a soft spot for especially Thailand, being there for 4 years in my early on in my career. And the Thais are so welcoming and so friendly that I would love to be on a UFC Thailand one day, if they were to do that, or even in Malaysia. I've got a lot of good friends that fight in other promotions over there, and they're doing really well. It's just a growing market. Asia is definitely a massive pool for talent, and I see the UFC are coming back to Shanghai for the Contender Series. So that's a great and smart move on their behalf. There's so many great talent coming through, especially in these lighter weight classes. That's the reason, mostly the reason why I was fighting in Asia, because in New Zealand I couldn't get fights at flyweight, but in Asia, that's the common weight for majority of the people over there. So the divisions are deeper, and there's just so much potential over there. So I would love to be the face of Asian MMA as well as New Zealand MMA. You can't complain when you're getting fan bases from different parts of the world, and I welcome it, and I use it as motivation to keep pushing and keep trying to be the best martial artist I can be.